Mental health has become a very concerning illness in every society. And today we all can agree that mental health has been very revolutionary in trying to make um, mental health treatment accessible. Some of these apps are so vital, and some also have scored above average. Apps like Super Beta and Sanvilo. These apps have a good rating when it comes to review rating. But the problem with some of these apps is many users complain of information overload and um, too many mental health apps that they don't exactly know which one is the best. So the problem that most of these mental health digital apps are facing is the fact that um, most people that use it have not um, progressed in terms of improvement in health. So they're asking the good, the goodness of the app that does not translate into the well-being of the users. It has got a lot of concerning and questionable issues around it. Therefore, it is important to look at um, the evaluation and review of this digital app before one can be very comfortable to use them or introduce them to um, their agency. We'll be looking at Savilo and Super Beta because of their gaming and meditation approach to mental health um, illness. But the problem that we have with this, as most of them, is the lack of production. The users are not consulted, and producers they go ahead and produce this app without um, comprehensive contact and inclusiveness. There is also this issue of lack of independent evaluation. Even when they evaluate this, their apps, they, it's very hard to let outside evaluators to do it. So a lot of people have uh, accused providers of this app that they are biased in terms of their evaluation. There's also this issue of limited um, information sharing or evaluation. So producers focus mainly on the liking and the buying of their app than the outcome for the users. Only some Velo and Super Beta apps, they are not really beneficial to people that do not have this social support network like Medicare, NDIS support plan, and those that do not have family member support network that you can lean on in terms of the finance. And there's also this group of people that are being left out in terms of usage. When you look at the issue of diversity and equity and inclusiveness, which I believe is a framework for evaluation, but about coming from um, minority community group, most of us don't understand this Western model of setting up these apps. They are good, quite okay, but when you relate it to your culture, your background, it's quite very difficult to digest implementation. And also, people that are from marginalized group, um, like people that have low, so people from low social cultural background, the Aboriginal community, migrant community, asylum seekers, and people with different sexual and gender minorities. They are all they have they have not equally been represented in this app, and that becomes a challenge. So if the going forward, it will be um, good if this app will in, be more inclusive in terms of um, making overall consultation for the good of the users. Otherwise, there's always going to be this issue of mitigation and also security risk. And security risk is that in the sense that most users do not have the power, the capacity to decide what, how and what the information and data collected are being used for. So this also is a big challenge. There's also this lack of implementation variables like customer satisfaction and cost effectiveness. Um, when you look at the reason why why I keep on talking about Savilo is the app that we have tried in our agency. Like I said before, it's cost above average, and to some group of people in our workplace is very recommendable. But a lot of us, like I said before, from different cultural background, is still trying to um, get used how these apps are, get around the implementation because of the limited knowledge of the quality. We also have this limited knowledge because coming from African background, we are very sensitive in terms of stigmatization. So we hold the knowledge of how our information is going to be used, the privacy and confidentiality, which is not well explained in this app. So there's too much interest also when you look at it on the side of the providers. They are very much consumed with competition and profit making. And like I said, they are very much reluctant to share their information. So another thing that has really caused a lot of barriers is the issue of um, differentiating between formal and non-formal diagnosed users. Um, there's no clarity around that area. The rubrics to accept an app like customer satisfaction, fitness for the purpose, cost, sustainability, co-production, these are much not very well defined in this app, and that has become a problem. There's no doubt digital app has come to stay. We don't have any doubt about that. So what we're trying to do now is looking to the future and trying to make recommendation how this app can be more useful and beneficial to users. Um, I I would still recommend that in terms of policy making and creation of this app, it would be nice if there would be producing intervention approach in place, involving stakeholders in the process, the design, and improve when it comes to improving the app. Uh, Acceptability and its functionality. Also, it will be, there's no doubt the collected um, data has been very useful for government to make policies and also organizations to use it in doing business. But the collected data are not made open to the public so that we can have clear view of what they are being used and how they are, where they are, how they are being stored. So mental health arena should be regulated and should not be left in the hand of the providers because of this commercial interest. So we also encourage blended approach and independent app evaluation.